Hello and welcome back to Divinity Dragon Commander.
Christ, we're only getting like 20-something frames.
Yes. Anyway, on to the politics. Actually, let's go talk to Grumio first, because fucking... let's hold off on the fun stuff.
I wonder if Foul will be able to stomach this. Actually, we probably should check the video to see how the graphics quality is coming through.
Okay, we'll do that next time.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
That is to say, gold, my lord.
Yeah, we have gold.
Aha! Shush, everyone, shush! Here comes
The most stereotypical dwarf.
commander,
He's only missing a beard.
The dragon that would
He's got a
deliver
nice
us
set of
from
mutton
vile
chops.
usurpers. The one
Gives
deserving
him like a
heir
20s
to
bank.
Besides, I like a
Rose.
dwarf that isn't working in the flippin'
Well, obviously,
cave
he's
smelting
nobility.
things. Yes.
Let me cut right to the chase, Commander. For
I'm
not a man
Scottish.
who takes pride
Because
in
I'm a
his
dwarf.
work, but in his pragmatism, rather. The entire realm is under siege, and the free
wanna play with the
people's
tail.
left
I'm a
need
terrible
strong
person.
leader.
The tail of the dog or the tail of the
Who
lizard?
The
inspires.
lizard is distracting me.
You see, there may be a war going on, Commander, but that doesn't mean you don't have a realm to rule.
Realm to
Oftentimes,
rule.
Political concerns
I
will
will
take
rule my
precedence
arms,
over
Commander.
military ones,
Really?
no matter how trivial
Quite.
they may sometimes seem in these dark times. As much as possible, where your rule has been established.
Established.
everyday life must continue
Sander
like it
Khan.
would in times of
I was wondering
peace.
where I heard that
But
voice before.
everyday life concerns itself with
My wife,
everyday
Moira.
worries.
Moira.
People
That is the
will
most-
And me
look to
son.
you for guidance.
Whatever
like-
his name was, I didn't think of one. Maybe Daniel? I can't
Or
remember.
Seamus.
Seamus.
We, as
Get
their
more
representatives, have
Moira and
witnessed your
Seamus.
triumphs
With me,
mounting
Atlas.
war, and have agreed
Alright, Atlas
you
isn't very
are to
Irish,
be
but-
the one.
Well, obviously it's a pseudonym.
We
Quite.
shall
For I'm a
both
dick.
restore the kingdom
In
and
disguise.
recommence the workings of government. I therefore declare you Emperor.
Oh, good. We
Long
needed his
live
permission.
the Emperor.
Yes.
Long live the Emperor.
Yes, yes, yes. Everyone's thrilled to be here. And no, they aren't ordered in their list on the political spectrum, by the way. They're just sort of standing around. Although, given, I know the,
Imps is the best.
Start with the
It's a
imps.
pleasure indeed to shake hands with you, Commander. Your technician is my nephew, don't you know? And I am Trinculo Shortfuse, son of Trunculo Even Shorter Fuse.
I fucking
Praise
love
be the
the
dragon.
imps.
He's the son of an even shorter fuse. That only makes sense once he has a son and names him Short Fuse.
Ha! You want gizmos? You want imps. You want the unthinkable? You want imps. You want great, big, loud, bright fire explosions? Lords above, it's imps you want. We live for all that is new and shiny.
Indeed.
The old, we blow it up. The new, we study it for a while before we blow it up. Why? Because there's always something even newer waiting around the corner. Science, Great Dragon, never sits still. Try, investigate, experiment. And with a bit of luck, boom!
So yes, it may not seem
A
like it
bigger
from this
bang than
description,
ever.
but I assure you he is middle of the political spectrum.
On a more serious note, though, Commander, science is indeed our passion, and we hope that under your rule, we will be free to explore its limits. Damn the gods for their unknown.
really like the
damn
voice
petty
acting in that.
morality, for it is a break on progress. It's
good voice
Back
acting.
us,
Yeah,
and we'll
especially for,
craft you miracles.
like, has anyone really heard of this game?
That's the thing. I only found out about it from a YouTube reviewer a few years
By the
back.
powers
It did
vested
not
in me
get
by
as
the
much.
great lizard lords,
That is an
I
improbable
prosper.
chest she has, given the rest of her
Endorse
body.
you
Then
in
again,
They're lizards! Why do they have boobs?
yeah, I
Sorry,
don't
we are
don't really know how the
dragon
lizard anatomy
commander.
works. I was going to say. I will say,
not
and
a
this
people
perhaps
that
might
make
speak more
great
about me than the
demands,
game, but the
Commander.
only two people I've married are the
We simply
dwarf and the
hold
lizard.
many a thing dear without succumbing to the
I went for
excess of-
the undead last time.
She, from what I've heard, is one of the more interesting choices.
Yes.
It also means, you know,
I won't be picking her this time just because I've already seen her.
I was gonna say it means the
I
the
gave her...
undead. Whichever one you pick obviously favors you more than the rest. 'cause,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
they also... Your wife will have an issue that
Yeah,
you have
every-
to just make a decision on.
every wife has their own plot line where you can either weigh in and, you know, guide them towards the morality of good, or, you know, keep them in their old ways or some nonsense like that.
Something like that. For the undead princess. She has cancer and is gonna die. Unless
Funny that,
unless
since she's a skeleton.
it's bone cancer, duh. Anyway, you have a choice to save her life. You can either give her a robot body, or you can use dark magic and give her a fleshy body. I give her a fleshy body. The undead don't like me much. They don't like you for either decision.
I don't know
though,
which
so
one you're going
fuck
to
'em.
pick, so I'm not going to tell you what the lizard and the dwarf do.
You already told me what the lizard one does.
Did I?
Yes.
It's not particularly interesting. She just has you weigh in on her
Yes, 'cause
she's a judge, and she just asks you your opinion on court
Things.
rulings. And pretty much you can either adhere to the law or, skew it in your favor. And she appreciates you if your attitude is
In
justice
line.
above all else, and doesn't particularly care for you if your attitude is, let's fudge the record and help me in court rulings and such.
Ah.
I won't tell you the dwarf,
dwarves
and
revere their
I only
gold
kind
to
of
such
know
an
the elf's
extent it
problem.
becomes a fetish. Elves abide so strictly by nature they become her slaves. We like gold, for it is an economical must. We like nature, for she sustains us. Yet none of the two we idolize. Reason and liberty, those are our bywords.
The way she
Territories
talks, you
we
would think
defend
she's the
valiantly.
moderate.
Territories
But that is
the
not
last
true.
easily
Nope.
encroached upon, for emperors tend to curtail them. Our ideal is therefore
Might have been
not
set
a
up that
monarchy,
way
but a
originally.
republic.
Things go through rewrites and all.
Think on
Yeah.
that, Commander, as you pursue the throne.
Isn't this a world gone topsy-turvy? I've
Topsy-turvy.
declared you emperor, and you don't even know my name.
Sir
Sir
Falstaff
Falstaff
Silvervein.
Commander.
There's a
Born and
dwarf.
bred 'neath the Emerald Mountains. There. Now that we've been acquainted, I do
Bear.
declare
I
it's
think he
time
and
for a
Varric would
beer.
get along.
I don't know. He's very dwarfy, and Varric's not very dwarfy.
Well,
And he doesn't like very dwarfy things.
this guy, he's not
A crowd
dwarfy
of
so much
folk
as he is
you'll ne'er
industry.
meet, Commander, nor a more
maybe.
robust one. Best
He would certainly
allies
do
an
business for them,
aspiring
but-
king
Yeah,
can
yes,
have.
quite.
Varric's a
For
businessman.
our love of gold
That's what he
and
does.
all things
Yes.
precious is legendary. And gold is what an
I was
emperor needs.
looking at
If
the,
it be
just
conquest
kind of
that
reviewing,
takes his fancy.
or I guess thinking
So
about
listen
the Dragon
when
Age
I
2
give
romances,
advice
and it
for
literally,
your
Isabel is
economy
the least likely to get you
prosper
fucked
via.
up.
Eh,
Like Fenris, Fenris is kind of on the next. I know your feelings about him, but he's on the next one. But he's like, constantly angry hunting slavers.
Yes.
So that's going to get you into a bit of trouble, especially if you didn't kill Daenerys.
Fair enough.
Then there's like Meryl, because although she's all lovely and sweet, is actively practicing blood magic.
Yes, but she's Meryl, and therefore the correct choice.
And then you have Anders, who blows shit up in the game.
Yeah, I saw it was like the game summed up in one sentences, and the first one's something like "That's a lot of Darkspawn." The second one's "God damn it, Anders." And the third one is "I have no idea what's going on."
Yeah, pretty much. And then of course there's Sebastian, who is like, "Oh, I'm going to go try and take over a city through politics,
Yeah.
or we're not getting married and going to do a chaste marriage."
I don't know Sebastian because he was a DLC character that I never wound up getting.
He's all right. I like it more for the potential storyline in subsequent games.
Ah.
But Isabella, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is you get the clap.
Charming.
Liquid gold, of course, is another of our pride and joys. For ale
Sorry, we went on
sparkle,
a
we
Dragon
go
Age
to
tangent
war.
again.
Yes.
But our families,
The thing I
above
yell
all,
at Fal about
Commander,
often is that he
are
doesn't have enough
holy.
gameplay. He's always
Those
just
manifold
sitting there talking through his
kernels
choices.
that band together.
And here we are doing
Like
the same thing.
rings that form a chain mail,
Oh, yeah.
shape a society.
As
that
I've
is
learned
stout
/ experienced
and
through my own
steadfast.
watching his videos, it's very boring to
Yes,
see the same
dwarven
screen while you
families
talk.
grow as
Particularly if the
plenty
person
as
talking is
grain
also
on a
not good at
1,000
it.
wheat fields.
Offense meant,
And
Fal.
just like grain,
Aw,
it
You need to
is
crack a
from
joke or
them
two. You can't
that
just,
we derive the
pause and
bread
think about it and
that
take us through your
nourishes
thought process.
civilization,
That'll work for a
and the
minute.
beer
5 is right out.
that quenches
For God's
its
sakes,
thirst.
20 is unheard of. His fucking Hotline Miami 2 video
Honored
is
to
going
meet
for
you,
40
Commander.
minutes, and half of them are just
I
him
am
thinking out
Oberon,
loud on a still
envoy
screen.
of the elves,
It's ridiculous.
ambassador of the beasts, spokesman of
As
plants.
someone who only
Here in
really
the hope that our
listens to
new emperor will
YouTube,
treat majestic
it
Rivellon
doesn't really bother
with the
me all
reverence
that
she
much.
deserves,
Well, I watch
even in these
YouTube.
times of frightful war.
But for someone who actually watches it, I can see why that would be a problem.
I also like when people reference it.
Well,
See
Commander,
Let's Drown Out's Metal
if
Gear
elves
Solid
were the
3,
only race to have
in
become
which they
what
have
they
this
must
similar
term
discussion and
civilized,
decide they should start screwing
this
with people who
globe
don't
and
really
all
watch their
upon it would
videos.
exist in a
Then
paradise
after a
of
brief
such
silence go,
perfection
my goodness, a
that
giant
God could
penis
not
just
have
flew across the
I
sky.
Alas, as the
Kojima, you weird man.
The only reason I didn't buy, like, stop and look is because I knew,
They
like, the
were
game.
just talking about how they were going to fuck with those people.
Others, less
And I think they were
scrupulous in the
specifically referring to
handling
them
of natural
who
beauty, have
put those
risen
on to
upon
fall
us.
asleep to, and therefore
They
it's
have in
just kind of
mind,
white noise in the
blast,
background.
drain, and usurp.
Yeah.
As much
So they
as
might
we
have
can, we
missed the
condemn
conversation
and
that
attempts
they
to
were
stop their
talking about.
misguided
Yeah,
endeavors.
because all you
those
hear is,
people.
like, the
We
buzz
are
of
the
conversation.
green
Oh god, a
My
giant
goodness, a
penis.
giant
With our
penis
fondest
flying
desire,
across
you,
the screen.
Commander, will join our ranks.
We're absolutely not
Defend
paying the
nature
least bit of
and
attention.
defend
to
He's a
these
hippie, defend
jackasses.
nature and
Will
defend the
in
little
turn
man. I don't
defend
care
you.
for this man.
A happy people,
Probably in
one
the
with
order I
wiles,
care for them the
will fight
most
for its country
is
with redoubled zeal.
Imps are first.
In fact,
Obviously.
I hope we'll have your backing.
Probably the lizards second, followed by a close third with the dwarves.
She's
Distant,
like shaking her tits.
quite distant fourth is the elf, and distant fifth is the undead.
Yeah, the undead sucks.
May the seven be praised. Now
There's
that we
like
have found
one
our
thing I think I
champion and
agree
our
with them on in the entire
May
game.
the fire of the dragon obliterate every
It for me,
heretic
it's
in its
just
way. May the light of
even
the
like in
gods
real life, I'm
illuminate your soul.
incredibly distrustful of religion.
Oh, I quite like religion actually,
The first
which
Well-
is weird for an atheist, I'm aware, but yeah.
well, I went to like a Baptist high school,
Well,
which is
yes.
the quickest way to burn out anyone's religion.
You've also gotten ill every time you've walked into a church.
Okay, that happened the last 3 times. It doesn't count.
I think at that point it starts to count.
The highest. We are the chosen of the seven, Commander.
To be fair, it's only my dad's church, which is actually a very nice, like, even as someone who doesn't like religion in general, I think they're doing it right. They're like a
Oh.
good example of it. But for some reason, every time I've gone, I have gotten like nauseous, or I've had a splitting headache, or something else terrible has happened to me.
Oh, I think religion provides
Florida,
answers to
now,
people
Commander, but you
looking
will not.
for
You are but in
those
the
set
phase of
answers in a
flesh.
world that would otherwise be ruled
if
by
you are
chaos
devout,
and gives them comfort.
sweat in
And
service
who am I
of
to
the
take
seven.
that away from them?
You too.
And I agree
After
with
the
that.
dark
My
mother
thing
has
is,
lulled
if someone
to
says,
sleep,
"Hey, I'm a Christian,"
plucked
my
from
first
the
thought is,
veils
"Oh,
of
great."
shadow.
Yes, if that's the
I'm not
first thing
talking
somebody
to you.
says, then they're probably a bit too into it, and extremists ruin, pretty
Yeah,
much
it's
everything they support.
It's the zealots that have burned me off. So anytime they do it, I'm always like, "Oh, good, now I'm in for a religious lecture."
Will
Quite.
by the
I'm not a
gods,
fan of
Commander,
extremists
you
unless
will
it's
by
Rokage
us,
Shadow
as well
King,
as
for they are
all
always right, and the
We have
greatest
many
people in the
proposals
world.
to that
I think you're the
effect,
only
which I will
one.
bring
Yeah,
before you
probably,
in due
yes.
time.
But why let my ego get in the way?
So let's go over this. Science,
He likes science over all else.
Republicanism.
No, she's mild leftist. The dwarf is industrial and capitalism, and
That
lean
doesn't
towards
necessarily
Republican.
mean a Republican.
She is very much. Well, she supports Republic. That doesn't make her a Republican.
Yes, I mean she's against.
God, she really just does shake her tits. Very.
Oh, and it's weird because she has because it basically
God,
she's like a V shape
I-
from her shoulders
this
to
is
her knees.
Really, the
It's
first
like-
time I've noticed her body is that shape. It hadn't
She's
occurred
so
to me otherwise.
Her tits are huge compared to the rest of her. It's
I
ridiculous.
thought you were going to say the rest of the people, and I was like, well, there's a reason for that.
He's obviously capitalist.
Yes,
he's an
he's
environmentalist, and
Hippie
he's
douche.
religious.
Evangelical.
Alright, back to combat.
Right, back to war. And by war, I mean go to the fucking bridge engineer room so I can get some upgrades here.
Yes, yes.
Goody goody. Anti-air turret. Oh, they don't have many air units from what I've seen. I'm actually going to pass on upgrades this turn and wait until I get some level 10 things.
Sorry, I have my dog sitting right now, so
Yes.
he's down here with us, and he's distracting me. Because I'm wondering what the hell are you nibbling on?
I thought there were...
Don't
Oh, we
like-
lost one, I
Do
suppose.
not chew on my cords, please. He's a Shih Tzu. He's also a pain in my
He's
ass.
a piece of Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yes.
I swear to God, if you pee on any of my stuff.
Let's see. There's some armor there. Hunter, Grenadier. We need more units. Do you have any cards?
We have 24
I do
gold.
not have any cards. Yes, time to... Well, we can only build 4.
Build the factory.
Don't think I can do that just yet. See, because I only have units and cards. Although, actually, part of the problem may be that yes, I can build a factory over here, now that you mention it. War factory, which I can't afford.
God damn it.
I can build a parliament, which grants strategy cards. Those are quite good, actually. Increases the currency. What's their currency? Oh, shit, their currency's 5. No, it's 3. My bad.
Trois.
3.
4. 1. Shitty island. Shitty.
It's 3 science. Right,
So, Academy?
subterfuge cards, academy. I think parliament would also be good.
I have no clue what any of these are. So.
I might hold off on, their growing army has me a bit worried about it, and the fact that they still haven't occupied that island is concerning to me. Or that island, that chunk. They probably want me to take it so that they can attack me on 2 fronts.
Yes.
Although that factory would be very nice to have. I could sneak attack them, I suppose, and just cross the lake.
Just skip Ramentel and attack.
Yeah. They would not...
Shade
Well,
Ridge.
no, then I'd be being attacked by 3 fronts. That's a terrible idea. You've got 2. You've got 2. You should only have 1. Yeah, right. Your warfare... I can have you building things. You know, I can also sell the building, in theory. Yeah, he can build 3 units of his own.
Build.
Might wait for a transport, but he can build air units, why not? Get me some warlocks there, boys.
Yay, warlocks.
Warlocks are
I don't know
nice.
what
Jet fighters, basically.
Ah.
The bomb balloons are probably the best, though. Which I recommended to you, and it still didn't help.
Nope.
Yes.
Can't fix terrible.
Your words, not mine. Right, I'm gonna build units and not go to war. I only have 1 movement point, but they're air units. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, I have enough research points. Fine, I'll get a transport. Those are important to have, anyways. There. Now I can build transports in the future.
Yay!
And just going to save out of habit. Even though it auto-saves.
Don't trust the autosave. Never
Well,
trust the autosave.
Yes, it might auto-save over something that's relatively important. I feel, anyways. Yep, now they've gone and moved into this country. So there'll be an actual goddamn fight there at some point.
Yay!
Well,
Question mark?
that's how you progress the game.
Dragon
Right.
Knight declared Emperor. Winged love child is Empire's last hope. Emperor on holiday. Pictures inside. Is imitation not the sincerest form of learning? Emperor asks the enemies as he flatters them with an imitation of their transporter ship.
What do you want from me? It's a good ship.
It's the media. You can't make them happy.
They are basically the Onion. Oh, hey, it's Edmund.
Edmund, you
enemy's
happy?
Devastator attack range. Oh, that's nice.
I think that's more for the RTS segment.
What a sorry excuse for a general Henry is. Drunk as a dwarf again.
Going
on
on and on
his
about his
last
stupid
arm.
fucking arm.
The more liquor disappears down his throat, the more he can still feel it. Wish he had a phantom tongue instead of a phantom limb.
That would be
This would be
kind of
so
weird,
much
because he'd be trying to talk and nothing's coming out.
Well, you'd probably get a robo-tongue. I can also spit
or
fire.
one of those voice boxes where you
Oh, yeah, those things.
Leviathan is coming. Yes, that's right.
Right.
Stole that from
Edmund's probably hanging out there at the bar.
Henry.
Well, 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 the Dragon Commander himself.
He is drunk.
Come, sit, drink with me. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. He's had a few too many. But you'd take to the right too if you had an imp apparatus for an arm.
And an
Never
eye.
told you how I came
Well,
by
is that
this
really
eyesore,
like
did I?
he's missing an eye, or is it like magnified zoom special goggle?
Well, they never really say.
'Twas during the great and glorious last stand to save the Empire.
All
capital letters in that.
caps.
As the official name, the great and glorious last stand to save the
Your
Empire.
bloody father could scarper with what riches he could
He's
hold.
winning on the belts, by the way.
And my soldiers
There's
did
a lot
their
of belts.
duty.
Eat your heart
They
out,
died where
guy
they
from
stood,
peril.
And I was left the
And
dead.
you'll never get to see
One
the
an
end of
eye
that, Val.
and an
We're
arm.
sorry.
Oh, did you lose the end of that too?
Yes.
I thought you said all you lost was Dark Souls.
That's the only one I missed. I lost that I regretted.
Did you lose Persona? Because I noticed you're still updating that.
Actually, I didn't, because I hadn't recorded new ones.
Ah,
Not that
So it was like, I checked
laziness saved something at least.
I checked what was on my YouTube channel. I'm like, wait, that's where I am in game.
Okay.
Okay, let's get this train rolling again.
Luckily, a touch of the malt can relieve its bitter taste.
Ooh, I almost clicked that because I thought it was a question. But
Yes.
despite your dislike of my father, who I don't actually care for, so I don't know why everyone acts like I would be insulted.
Yeah, most people don't, it seems.
You stood your ground and
My
did.
father who abandoned me.
Yeah, you stood your ground and did your duty. I hope I'll gain your respect so that you'll stand by me too, should the situation
You
arise.
have the respect of Maxos, and that
How
certainly
many? Let's
speaks
see.
in your
1,
favor.
2, 3, 4,
But you'll
5,
need to
6,
come a long
7,
way
8,
yet to
9,
prove
10.
unto
Gonna
me
count the bandolier.
you're not just
11.
another pampered
Ah, well,
prince
these are all
he
straps
yanked
on one
away
big
from
belt.
his mother's teat. So
So,
what'll you have then?
Just saying.
Mead?
A bunch of belts that make up a larger belt. You should count the big belt too.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
How do you think the war is going?
We've won a couple of victories, Commander.
Commander.
And hell.
Don't let them go to your head.
I
You're
will.
still no more than a mountaineer standing beneath the snow line, gazing up at the summit.
Yeah, maybe a lady ambassador is, but I'm a
Anyone in
goddamn
particular?
veteran of 2 wars. I'll thank you to remember.
He's in a class of his own, there's
Beaten
no
this
doubt
game
about it.
twice.
A brilliant mind, but in my opinion, a
Once I
flawed
did it
one
so
as
well, I had to wait for you
He
all to
styles
catch up with
himself
me.
as superior to everyone else,
Thank
and
you
that
very
would be
much.
just fine if he weren't a man or a bigot.
pots and kettles.
Oh,
I have many friends
yes,
and
quite.
enemies that are dwarves or elves or imps, and never have I seen evidence the one is inherently
Apparently
more
the
smart
belt
or
is part of the
stupid than
uniform.
other.
Oh, you've never seen any evidence that one is inherently more
We are
smart or
all on
stupid,
par
even though
with
I
Catherine,
believe literally
which is simply
yesterday you were saying
infuriating.
that women are therefore more intelligent.
Let's
you
see.
wish. Anyone in General Henry is the typical man who thinks of himself as an
What was
alpha
that,
male,
like,
whereas he is,
massive
of
body
course, an
movement? Did she
alpha
fall off her
mongrel.
bar stool?
He has the
Yes.
refinement of an inbred
Really
orc
taking
and the
a
manners to match.
imposing
But he is
spread
a more
leg
than
stance
adequate
on that
officer
one.
Once the trumpets herald war. Indeed, if he were a bit less brazen and a bit more calculated in his conduct, he might well come to rival Eerie Edmund. If you
And
wish.
Scarlet.
She could stand to be a bit more ladylike in her
Oh, fuck
ways,
off.
and many consider
Because
her
I just want to
resistance
talk about
to
her
authority
hypocrisy.
counterproductive
At one
in a
point, the issue of
military
arranged
setting.
marriage comes
But
up,
she's
and she
wily as a wizard,
is having none of
tough
this since
as
there's a young girl
mithril
marrying an
nails.
older guy.
Don't ask me
And
why,
you
but
can
I
basically
have
tell her,
the
didn't
feeling
you
she's a
marry off
troubled
your
girl
sons? And
somehow.
she goes,
A girl, yes,
but they were
hardly a
men,
woman's
and
sort.
shit, you're right.
None of my business, of course.
I'm just as
She is
guilty.
here,
And
and she's
unfortunately,
willing to
that
fight
means
for
you let the
Livernoor.
arranged marriage go
That's
through.
what
And
really
what I
matters.
wanted to do was remind her of this and then block arranged marriages to teach her, like, maybe stop being such a self-righteous, high-horsing bitch. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes, including you, oh superior woman. I'm still going to block the arranged marriage because I think it's stupid, but you know, just remember your place. Oh, are we ending the episode now on my rant?
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.